Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, day 16, and this is series 16. It is our double sketch series through the month of October where they are double layouts. And today's by Jennifer Gage, and I am going to document my grandson's first bath. They gave him a bath like the nurses did at the hospital, but his first bath at home. So I have 6 pictures, and then just kind of like a plethora of bath time baby embellishments, and then some bubbles embellishments that I got on, I think on Temu. And then I have a few different stencils that I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. And I have this ducky paper from Paper Studio I've had for a very long time. And some white cardstock. I've got a 3-inch circle punch and then my Creative Memories one. Some mixed media to use that I want to get like all the stuff on the sides and everything. So I have my papers, my embellishments, and all the mixed media things. I have my pictures and this really cool sketch. So let's see how this goes. So you might notice that the sketch that you see up in that top corner is a little different than the sketch that I shared, because the way I print mine is a little bit different than a lot of other people, because I'm impatient and don't wait for them to create a printable list. And so when I printed it, it kind of squishes that those pictures together. Like that blue bit in the middle is pretty much non-existent on my picture or on my sketch, which is what I base my design on. And when I went after I was done to upload this sketch here, I was like, oh, look, there's the space between the pictures. But I will say I do not regret that, because I love the way this turned out. It was a lot of fun to create with, and I just kind of went a little nuts with some mixed media. I used some Distress Oxide and Tumbled Glass. I used Mermaid Lagoon, and I also used Blueprint Sketch. And then I added some Delusion Shimmer Spray in London Blue. And you don't see me do this because I think I cut this part out, but I do add a little bit of Distress Oxide in Mustard Seed, because I'm going with like a blue and yellow because of the ducks theme. I thought I was going to use my ink pads and make bubbly looking things with the ink pad, or with the ink pad and the stencils, but I ended up just using my Recollections Frost like glitter glue and put that through some little circular stencil to make it kind of look like bubbles. And I do like the way that it turns out. I should have used mixed media paper because it's a little bit more of a water-based glue, but it's fine. It'll be fine. And if it gets too thin and flexible, I will mat it or put it on just a piece of paper behind there. So I've matted all of my 4 bigger pictures on like a aqua, just a solid cardstock. And then I mat my 2 smaller pictures that are 3x4 on like a very light blue. And I do love the concept of this and having these pictures in the middle. And oddly enough, mine kind of looks a little bit more the way she has hers. The way I printed it, it looks like it was supposed to be cut in half, that picture in the middle. And so I wasn't going to do that because I wasn't cutting my grandkid in half. So I just did 2 smaller pictures, but that's actually what the sketch called for. So when I get done, I cut it pretty much straight down the middle of where I want it. And then I'm going to put those on those white papers that I've already created that splatter effect on. But first, while I'm still letting it sit and dry as best as I can, because I know that they're not stickles, but they're like Michael's brand of stickles. I know that those don't dry as quick as the splatters. So I want to make sure that I give them a little opportunity to dry as best as possible. So I do not make a mess on my layout and ruin like the bubbly look, and also so I don't get it all over myself, because glitter stays for a while. So I have random embellishments. These are old. Some of these might be from when I had my daughter, and she's the one who had this baby. So Needless to say, they're old. A lot of them are probably from when I had my son, and he is 15 and a half. And so, a lot of these embellishments are very, very old. So I was glad to get them used. I used my Nuvo Deluxe to get them on here so that they definitely stay. I put some different little bubbles of different dimensions from all these different collections. Some of them are flat. Some of them have a little bit of give and, are soft and squishy. Some of them are just a little bit raised. So I put all of those on here. And then I am also going to add some ducks in some different places. Since obviously we're going with that theme. Even though he didn't have a little duck, his bathtub is shaped like a whale. It's super cute. And his bath towel is Grogu. And so that's also super cute. And I have another picture from his second bath of him in his Grogu towel. And y'all be seeing it because it's so cute. I definitely have a problem because I will never be able to print and document all the pictures that I take of him. I made an album in my phone today, and when I moved the pictures over to my album, I looked at the bottom and it said I had 513 pictures. Y'all, my grandson's 3 weeks old. So in a matter of 22 days, including today, in a matter of 22 days, I've taken like 525 or 30 pictures of him, or someone's taken them and sent it to me. So like my daughter sends me pictures all the time, so that anytime I'm stressed out or tired or down in the dumps, she'll send me a new picture of my grandson, and of course that cheers me up. And then of course I see him every day, so I want to take little pictures, and so it's fine. He's a scrapbooker's dream. So I put these pictures down on here. I have embellished around the pictures. I'm not really going to embellish the white part, other than to put a little title up there, which you actually can't see right now, and to add the bubbles. I do put some sticky bubbles that, like I said, came from Temu. They are, and I don't put them on my pictures. Obviously, I can reprint these. They're not like any special picture. They're called Sweet Bubbles. By Waka, maybe. Like I said, I got them on Temu. They were super cheap, like $1 or something, but they're really fun. And they're mostly opaque with just like a color on the edge. And I just think that they're really fun and add a lot of, some different coloring on here. But the green matches the green that I've put in the title, which is behind where the sketch is right now. So you're not going to see it until the end. And I just put a little tab up there that says bath time, actually. I feel like that's a pretty simplistic title, but I'm okay with that. The sketch has a couple places for journaling, and I do take their advice and journal on one of the bubbles, but not the other. I didn't feel like I needed a whole lot of journaling. I mean, he's taking his bath, and I journal about how he didn't necessarily hate it, but it's not like his favorite either. He does not prefer you to manipulate him. So like when you need to clean like under his arm, he doesn't like it when you like lift his arm and try and straighten it to get under there. If you can clean him without him like having to be moved around like that, then he was fine. He didn't mind typically like the water in his head or around under his neck or everywhere else, but he did not appreciate it when I straightened his arm up so that I could clean his armpits. So it's fine. He did the same thing yesterday when I gave him his second bath. It's fine. But anyway, overall he does really, really well, and he is absolutely a perfect gem. Henceforth, why I put this little tag on here says perfect, and one says sweet, and then you can see now up in the top left, the left layout says bath time. There's a little tag right there. So here is the sketch again. It is a lot of fun. It's definitely different, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed trying to find new ways to make the bubble look. I did have some paper craft. I think it's paper. Nope. I do have some bubble paper by Paper Pizzazz. That is probably really 1996 is what it says. Hot off the press in 1996. Yeah, so I fussy cut some bubbles out, and that's what you see in the corners and stuff. So anyway, here are the close-ups. I would love it if you all would hop along and go see all the other people who are hopping along with 30 Days of Sketches. I would also love it if you would give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layouts. And I would also love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and sticking around. Hope you will come back again tomorrow. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping!